Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of Brad Cook Stuff. This week, I wasn't sure what to make. It is difficult thinking of something new to make every week, but I did a little bit of shopping and came up with an idea that I think will be pretty good. So, this week, I'm going to try something a little different, but rather than tell you what it is ahead of time, I'll go ahead and show you as I make it, and then we'll see what the finished product is at the end together, because this is something I've never made before. All right, so let's take a look at the ingredients and see what we're working with this week. Here are the ingredients for tonight's dish. We start with some Wagyu rump steak that I got half price, a couple of packages of instant spicy ramen, and adobo seasoning and half a red onion. That's basically what we're working with tonight. Anyway, let's go ahead and start preparing things. First, I'm going to chop up this half a red onion into, I think, relatively small pieces. My onion is chopped. Let's go ahead and set it aside for now. Next, I'm going to take this rump steak and cut it into smaller pieces and maybe separate out some of the fat. That's all of my rump steak finished. I'm going to go ahead and set it aside in the bowl with the onion. The next thing I'm going to do is put some cold water in this pot here. There we go. And we're going to get it boiling. All right, now it's time to add in these packages of ramen. For this one, I think I'm going to break it in half in the package first. This, I'm going to break it up a little bit, and then we'll add the noodles. I'm going to let these cook for a while, but not for too long. I want them to be a little bit firmer than my preference before I take them off the heat. And after only a couple of minutes, I think we're going to be done with that. So I'm going to turn it off, and we're going to put this to the side. As soon as we're done with that, I put on this pan with some butter in it. I'll melt that butter first. We're going to put in our beef and onions. And of course, we'll put on some of this adobo. All right, it's time to stop. This is a little bit rare, and I think that's perfect. All right, we're going to set this off to the side here. Next, we're going to go ahead and drain the water off of these noodles. Put them in this larger container here. Now, we'll add in the seasoning that comes with them. I've never actually had this particular kind before, but generally speaking, instant ramen is instant ramen. right, I think that is sufficiently mixed. And, as you might expect, we're now going to add our beef and onions. Drain off a little bit of the liquid first. Go. And we'll fold everything into these noodles. There's a lot in here. This is one of my larger containers, and it's still pretty full. Okay, I think it's ready. Let's eat. All right, moment of truth. I have here a huge bowl of spicy ramen with the water drained off, as well as some Wagyu beef rump and some red onion. So the whole thing smells really good. It really does. It smells delicious. All right, so I have my fork and I have my chopsticks. We're going to try the chopsticks first, since that is the traditional way. Let's give it a try and see how it tastes. So first, get some with a little bit of beef and some noodles. That ramen is surprisingly good, and it's nice and spicy, not overly so, but yeah, it's pretty decent. Let's get another bite here. Get some with some onion in it. There's way more beef in this than onion, but, you know, welcome to the channel, right? All right, let's have some other. Yeah, there's some onion in that one. That's nice, a little crunch in that. So I bought this ramen a while back on a whim. I wasn't familiar with the brand, but it said it was spicy, so I figured I'd try it. And it's just kind of been sitting there for a while. As for the red onion, I actually had that left over from something I did the other day. And then the beef I got at my favorite half-price beef supermarket. It turned out pretty well, yeah. That is some nice beef. That is Japanese beef right there. Obviously, this is a very hearty dish. I mean, the ramen is your starch that's going to fill you right up, and the beef has some nice protein. The onion is more of an accent. There's a lot less onion than anything else. Really, it goes ramen, beef, onion, right? I think I'm going to need one more bite here. Got a nice one, plenty of beef in it. There we go. So, as something that I kind of threw together, this turned out very well, and I'm very pleased with it. And I have a whole lot of it left. There's no way I'm going to finish this tonight. So I'll have leftovers for another day, and it should reheat fine. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and eat as much of this as I want, and then put the rest into the fridge. But, as always, I appreciate you guys stopping in, and we'll see you in the next video.